Hey everybody, time for our devotional. Winning the battle is what it's called today. And love this verse, Ephesians 6:11. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. It talks about Job in this devotional because he was our example of someone who God allowed the devil to test. It's, if you read Job, oh, wow, the things that this man went through. I mean, when I get to meet him in heaven, I'm giving him a hug because, wow, he withstood it. His wife, she didn't. She actually became so exasperated that she fell right into Satan's hands, and she literally said to her husband, "Do you still hold fast to your integrity? Curse God and die." That's in Job 2:9. But Job didn't do that. He kept his spiritual integrity, and he didn't blame God for his troubles. Love this. Satan's primary purpose is to make God, not us, look bad. But he attacks us in order to tempt us to attack God. And he will use any situation to test us, including our finances. If you become so anxious over money that you lose your faith in God, Satan has won the battle. And that's the same in any battle that he gives us. And there's so many ways that he can tempt us and test us and make our lives hard so that we can get mad at God. That's the whole reason that the devil comes after us, because he wants us to give in and to curse God, and we shouldn't let anything, including our finances or anything else, cause us to curse God. Rather, we should say what Job said. In Job 2:10, shall we accept good from God and not trouble? No, because God even said that the reason that he allows us to be tested is because it makes us stronger. Take it like that. Don't get mad at God. It wasn't God who, who's doing the tempting. Just like we were studying about, a few days ago. God does not, he can't be tempted, and he doesn't tempt us. He allows it to strengthen us, and so that we can be an example to other people around us who may not be believers or who are not strong in their faith. When they see us endure trials and become stronger, then it encourages them not to give up during their trials, but to, hold on to God, to get even closer to him. Because that's why, the other reason why, to strengthen us and to bring us closer to him. Sometimes when you do fall away from God a little bit, I love a sermon. Brings me back a sermon from years ago, where my pastor was explaining that the Christian life has ebbs and flows. Hardly any Christian is just straight up all the time, even through trials, they don't waver some, they don't, but you come back up. And when people see that, it's so good. It's good for you because you gain some strength and you gain some knowledge and you got closer to God, but it's good for other people too, because they are standing out there watching, listening, be an encourager. And that the key to that is staying in the Word. Make yourself accountable. Get into the scriptures, even if it's just 1 or 2 verses a day, and you drill in on it and you think about it and you try to make it fit into your life, just sit there and, let it marinate. That's studying the Bible. Reading the Bible and studying the Bible are 2 different things. And I've read the Bible through more than half a dozen times. And it's all necessary for my life. I know that every single word in there is something that God wanted me to hear. But studying the Bible, that's what I'm trying to do through these, these days of going through these devotionals and drilling down on just a few verses at a time, is to, to really, like I said, marinate. Get it in my head, get it in my heart, and apply it to my life. I hope you guys will do the same. Get in the Word and stay in the Word. God bless you guys.